Can you
Live
still hear
on
me?
location.
Right, literally live on the road.
We're gonna play everybody's favorite game. Where in the world you go?
It's not it's not dark yet. Can you see?
I
It's
see that.
almost dark. Almost dark.
It is. It is black, pitch black 30 here.
Well, I have
Well,
come
it's
over the state line, so it's a little later than it was a couple hours ago.
hey, everybody, everywhere.
Sorry, guys. Best laid plans, right? So, I am in Utah, pulling up on a little town called Green River. Everybody would like to get out their atlas and look it up. Um,
Atlas, please. Does anybody even own any of those?
okay, Google it.
Bar.
So I am going to let Stephen do all the things and all the stuff about our normal presentation, and I'm going to get situated and unloaded, and then I will join you again.
So this.
So I'm like 2 minutes away from my hotel.
Okay.
So what what you got going on, Stephen?
Well, I went and got that collection of, and there's some other stuff scattered in there. Today, and I worked at the shop and sold some Imperial Cape Cod to a lady who was buying it because she remembered her grandmother had always special to sell something to somebody when some.
Right?
So
That's what everybody usually ends up doing.
I'm telling you,
So I hope the connection's not too terrible.
nah, it looks good. It's the talking point that might be
Okay.
different.
But what I will go ahead and do is just put me on mute and turn off the camera. I can still hear you,
Okay,
and then so you can go ahead and tell them all the things and all the stuff. And Kristen should be in there helping us out.
Kristen is in here. Aegis here. Jeff's here. Pamela's here. Christine, hi. Chick, Geneva. Most of the gang's all here.
Nice. All right. Well, I'll hope to join you shortly. So sorry about the delay, guys. I'll see you in a little bit.
Okay, bye. All right, now that she's gone, we're going to do 75% off of all of her stuff tonight. No, Caden. Fine. Caden says we're not doing 75% off Becky's stuff tonight. Too bad John Walken here. We'd do his living estate sale at 75% off. That's what I like to do to him. So hi, I'm Steven. That screen there will be Becky after a while. This is Becky's channel, Vintage Viking Treasures. She will be shipping. Did I point the wrong way? Oh, no, I didn't. Well, not on my screen, I didn't. Fine, whichever way it is. Uh, she will be shipping from Colorado. Insert her zip code here. I will be shipping from Rogersville, Alabama, 35652. I own Stevens Unique Antiques. Becky has a booth in a mall somewhere and sells glass and stuff. Um, we both use PayPal to invoice. We both use Pirate Ship or PayPal, one of the two, to get you the best price on shipping. And let's let's see, what else do we say? PayPal. Oh, if you've never bought from us, we've got our lovely email there at the bottom of the screen. If you want to purchase from us, all you have to do is offer up when we offer up something. If you win the item, we will send you, if you send us an email to that email, we will send you a PayPal invoice and you can pay it and we will ship it out to you. We try to do it in a timely manner. Becky does better at that than I do because just as tonight, I told y'all last night I'd leave open box and then now I'm going to pay for it because Dad's like, yeah, I'm probably going to need your help the rest of the week, which means I won't be able to like sit here and ship stuff. So there's no telling. I will try to get you all invoiced by Saturday or Sunday, but we'll just see. Chaos happens around here. I'll just attract it, I reckon. Let me see who else jumped in here. Let's see. I think I spoke to Midge. Pamela is like, Pamela had to take a power nap just so she could be with us tonight. We appreciate it. Hey, Maria made it. Regroup. That's it. Let's see who else. Well, we got 21 people watching tonight. So for everybody just joining us, hi, I'm Steven. That will be Becky whenever she gets parked and unloaded and situated. So that is what we're doing tonight. She has been traveling all day from a Viva Las Vegas show. She, if you follow her channel, she posted a couple of shorts about her booth at the Norwegian Viking Expo. That's what I'm calling it because I don't know what to call it. So she went and Scandinavian. That's the word. She went to a Scandinavian show and set up there in Las Vegas and sold her Scandinavian wares. So she's on her way. I think she just said she was in Utah. I'm geographically challenged. I don't know if that's like on her way home or if she did like she always does and like takes the long way around to make sure she hits every antique shop so that she can bring you the best in vintage wares. That is what she's good at. Let's see what else we got down here. Alarms. Alarms on phones. Well, I had to set an alarm today just so I'd remember to look for something. I'm just pitiful. Hey, Jason, how are you? Canadian, you think? Oh, man. You know what? I may have been wrong. I don't know. Because I'm crazy. And it's already 10 o'clock where I'm at. And I'm like, girl, you pushing this party off late. Well, we got 22 wonderful people. All right. Let me think. Was there any other announcements I needed to make? I don't think so. I think that covered everything. Jeff, can you remember anything? My next show is going to be the NFGS convention at the end of July. And then the Fenton Finders of the Greater Kansas City area in Kansas City, Missouri will be in September. And then Becky will be joining me in Alabama, in Priceville, Alabama, for a Beautiful Table Settings Holiday Bash in October. So yeah, she will shortly. Pamela, she's in control of all that. When I'm on her page, she's in control of who's big, who's little, and she'll join us shortly. So I'm just here for your moderate entertainment. Sometimes not even moderate. I have got a video edited. I'm hoping it will upload in the middle of the night. I'm gonna try to let it upload while I'm sleeping and see if that works. And if it does work, there will be a video for y'all to watch in the morning at 6 o'clock. If it does not work, there will not be a video for you to watch in the morning at 6 o'clock. So, but it's a good one. It is my interview with CC Hardman, the former Fenton artist, in a tell-all interview. We talked all manner of stuff. We talked about Mosser, QVC, high fire paint, low flyer paint. We talked about all kinds of stuff. It is a 45-minute interview, y'all. It is wonderful. She was such a delight and such an angel to do that for me. And she answered a lot of my burning questions and questions that I know y'all will want answers to as well. I know it's already past my bedtime. I crawl in bed usually at 10 o'clock, but that's why I have Dr. Pepper Zero.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored by Dr. Pepper Zero. But we can make it that way. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, hit me up, Dr. Pepper. Hit me up, Dr. Pepper. Drinking. Hola, how are you? Becky will be joining us shortly. I am your host for the moment till she can get yeah. Jeff says hi, Glenn. She says hi back. CC is a wonderful artist and one of my favorites. You will hopefully. Yeah, as far as I know, she's coming to Gala in September. I haven't heard. Oh, I know they're coming in September because I think they drafted Karen to do Take and Bake this year. And that's the running joke is they paint some stuff right there and you can watch them paint it and then buy it later, but you have to take it home and bake it. So just like the take and bake pizzas, we do take and bake glass at the gala. Do the do.
I also drink the dew.
Yeah. We drink the dew too. I do sometimes. But what have y'all been doing today? Y'all been staying out of this heat? Is anybody cool anywhere still? I wouldn't imagine so. I've looked at that big map. Yeah. If you're cool, we're coming to visit. Because it was, let's see, it says 95. It was 95 today. Yes, what? 96 degrees today. And that's not, we ain't got a ton of humidity yet. So I'm like dreading that. Hot here in Denver. Yeah. All right. We're up to 30 people. Hey, everybody. So y'all are probably wondering where Becky's at. She'll be with us in a minute. She's on the road coming in from Utah. No, coming in from Las Vegas. She is in Utah. Trying to get situated for the night and get her ducks in a row. Now, see, in the 60s, that's just mean. Don't be bragging about it, people in Washington, because that sounds, 70 would be the perfect degree year round. But here in Alabama, we get all the seasons and we get them all in the same day. I'm confident that we do that. But I'm pretty excited for y'all to see what all I got from this lady. A lot of it is baskets. So I'm probably not going to show all of those. But if y'all ask for a request, uh-oh, she disappeared. I'm big. Wonder what happened. We'll find out. Let's see. Hi, Bonnie. How are you, dear? Up, wait. Up. Oh, gone again. I was like, oh. I was almost excited. Well, I guess I could go ahead and show y'all some stuff because Why not? We're not doing nothing else, are we? Let's see. I'm doing good, Bonnie. Doing good. I guess Kristen's modding for us tonight. So no, Kristen's got it. Kristen's always got us. She's a good girl. I'll keep her. All right, so I've got this cat head slipper. It is Ruby Carnival. It is the stretching glass slipper, and I would start this at $20. It is Fenton, Miss Kristen, and it is painted by G. McCormick for anybody that cares. It is a beautiful ruby red slipper. Freshly pulled off the Wicked Witch of the West foot. And I know it's going to be hard for y'all to see when I'm little bitty, but, and I also would probably help if I knew which way to go with it. It does have some white flowers painted on it. It's got some white flowers on the heel and on its little head. Hey, Brian, how are you? Oh, yeah, it does glow. Ruby, as a general rule, will glow. It does glow. But it is a pretty kitty cat slipper. Man, I'm doing good. Fine as a frog's hair, I think, as the saying goes. I don't see anybody interested in my shoe. Oh, it's a gorgeous color. It's a gorgeous color. How about, let's try. I don't ever get any of these. How about a pink, probably dusty rose painted egg? It is number 395 of 2,500, painted by none other than Miss Michelle Kibbe. I would do a 25 start on this egg. It's a really pretty. It's got gold accents. It is signed all over the bottom there. Maybe you can see it. It does say Michelle Kibbe, number 395 of 2,500. It is pretty, Kristen. It's got white flowers and yes, Michelle Kibbe is a fantastic artist. And if you come to convention, they do a show and tell and say, hey, how do you paint this? And it's really nice. I'm way off tonight. I don't know. I thought my camera was right. Let me double check that. Yeah. I don't know what's up. Maybe I'm just not paying attention. That's probably more than anything. And it don't help that my picture's small. All right. Don't see anybody wanting my egg. Let's see what else I got. I got this little miniature hobnail bud vase. And I'd start it at $12. It's the cranberry hobnail bud vase. It's just under 4 inches tall. Hey.
Oh my goodness.
She made it. Everybody
I can barely hear you. I don't know what happened.
Everybody clap. Becky's here now to save the day.
Well, so I say we're going to do this.
What we gonna do?
I'm going to change the layout.
Okay.
Maybe I will.
Perfect.
There we go. Hi guys, sorry.
There you go, Caden. You did it.
So, couple things.
I don't see anybody interested in that. Bring it. You're the
There we
people.
go.
You're the one people's here for.
No, I don't think that it's gonna. Oh my gosh. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. If anything that could have pushed me behind tonight did tonight. So,
Well, flip us back.
I smell like burnt popcorn because the restaurant I stopped at gives popcorn for like on their tables for like an appetizer. And they
In hog heaven.
left the machine go too long and burnt an entire schedule, a whole pot of it. So I smell like burnt popcorn.
I would have to get it.
And then and then I got checked in, and then the key didn't work, and they're like, oh, you're on the second floor. I'm like, I can't be on the second floor. I can't carry stuff upstairs. There's no elevator. So I'm on the first floor. Now the key works and I'm here. So I'm just like, you know what? What does Steven have tonight? And we'll just go with that.
No,
We'll just have a nice little chat.
No, come on now. You can find something.
Can you turn up your volume at all?
I mean, I turned it off. I don't know. Can everybody else hear me?
I don't know if it'll make any difference. In the car, it was really loud, which is great, but I know what I might be able to do. Maybe I will put my headphones on for the tablet to hear you. But yeah, so if you want to keep showing some stuff, I mean, I snooped all day. I have quite a bit that I found, but nothing's like, like a huge, big woohoo, Okay, well, I'm glad everybody else can hear you.
Yes.
So I
I
don't think the way everything's been going today, it's probably not worth unpacking the car at this point in my life.
Okay.
So.
Well, tell us more about your woes.
About the trip or which?
Yeah, tell about your trip. Bring yourself up like halvesies with me.
Oh, okay, hold on. There's the other thing I forgot was my stand. So guess what? The water bottle kind of does a pretty good job.
Bam, perfect.
So, okay. So the reason why I came out to Vegas was for a Sons of Norway convention. And I was a vendor also at the convention, so I did my a setup, like a normal setup, but I tried to go as small as possible for hauling it across the country. And
how far is that?
Hey, I can hear the ads really great. Oh, that's not the right one. So I did a little bit of shopping on the way over here because they have I follow a couple that's out of a southern suburb of Salt Lake City. And oh yeah, the car is doing great this time. The gas is crazy though. It's up to $3.99 a gallon here.
Whoa.
Right? And I mean, average has been like $3.79, $3.49. It was under $3 when I left the house in Colorado Springs. So, okay. Is it going to let me look at it again? That's the one thing it wouldn't let me do the other day. So, all right, I'm just going to have to listen really good. So I snooped a little on the way. I set up as a vendor. It was 114, 112 when we tore down. So I was set up for Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday afternoon. And then we packed up and loaded the car before the banquet, which was really fun. And then I did plan the extra day in Salt Lake City areas. Like I said, I follow a couple that's in the southern Salt Lake City region. They have a shop, and they've been doing thrifting and flipping for profit, and some of the painting stuff as well for quite a while. So I got to go to their shop today. That was really cool. So I went a little bit out of my way to go up to Salt Lake City, but they have a whole bunch of thrift stores up there. I mean, there's probably a dozen, and I maybe went to 6 or 7 today. There's probably more than that. There's way more than I can get to in one day. So, and then every time I looked at the map, the distance, the time to get to here got longer and longer and longer. I was like, okay, well, we just have to start, heading that direction. And then, like I said, I stopped at a place for dinner, and it took them 40 minutes for them to bring me food, which I had accounted for except for the huge amount of wait time. Yeah, lots of sweat. No humidity. It's a dry heat. And then, like I said, got here and they want me to be upstairs and the key didn't work and blah, 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 blah. And here I am. So that's the quick version of it all. So.
Well, did you have a good show?
It was a good experiment to see if I could do both, because I was a delegate for the lodge and I was a vendor, which
Okay.
worked pretty well because they had us in the same room.
Okay.
Like like at BTS, how we were around the outside of the convention room where you could sit and listen to the speakers and stuff. So that worked pretty well. But then every time there was a break, then you're rushing back to the booth or rushing quick to the bathroom to go rush back to the booth. So it's a little disjointed. Yeah, I'm thinking that Vegas is not my favorite place.
Really?
It's
So 10 out of 10, not recommend having a Fenton show there? Is that what we're saying?
no, not unless it's the dead of winter. No. And I mean, the casinos still allow smoking
Ooh.
in the casino.
Ooh.
So then, I mean, they must have some pretty good air filtration systems, but every time the air conditioning would pop on, I'm sensitive. I can smell the cigarette smoke even upstairs in the convention hall. So even, so each of their buildings, they had A through M. So I don't know how many buildings that is with rooms in it for the hotel. And even though those were all separate entities, I could still smell the smoke coming in those
Oof.
from people smoking outside. So it's just not my not my jam. And they had a Grateful Dead concert and a convention going on at the same time we were there. So it smelled just like Colorado outside of the hotels.
That's
so yeah. It was a good convention. There's a lot of good ideas for some of the things that people can work on. It's hard because that's like a whole different hat in terms of what I do for buying and selling and so on and so forth. But we had just been up to we'd just been up to Boulder for the Midsummer's Festival last weekend, or the previous weekend, and set up for that whole festival. And that's going to be a whole big discussion at the lodge when we're done with that too. So, it's just one of those things. It's just a lot. It was a lot all together, really close to each other for going to do both trips. So,
yeah.
but yep, I know. I said Estes Park. It's really hard because that's what we called it for so long. So yeah, Golden, Colorado, which it was a nice location. It was closer. We had a lot of shade, but it was still pretty warm. It was in the low 90s for that too. So I've had enough of outdoor temperatures for a while.
Same, but
So,
I will not.
but I have probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 boxes or so that I just kept throwing stuff in from my snooping. So
Well,
I think instead of hauling it all in here and undoing it and hauling it all back to the car tonight, which if I had been here like when I was supposed to be, it wouldn't be as big of a deal, but we're already running late and everything, so probably should just let that go till the next week for me anyway for selling. So
no. Well,
did
if you
you hmm?
have to do, if you're tired and exhausted, we don't have to do anything tonight. If you don't,
No,
if you're
well, the thing is when you're just, when you're just driving for hours, it's really not that exhausting, but
I beg to differ. It depends on how long I've been driving. When I get to,
right. I mean, I did like 60, 80 miles within the city. I mean, it's like going to Denver and
yeah,
all the different suburbs and everything. Well, hello, Jennifer. So I did that, and then I had about an hour, 2.5 hours to come down here, which should have been just 2 hours, and then all the things happened. So
right.
how far did you have to go to pick up your
Well, about 3 miles. They live out. The lady lives out by my friends Corey and Lindsay that we hang out with all the time. Just like 4 or 5 houses up.
oh,
So
nice.
I got Fenton from her, and Saturday I went and ran around with Eddie in Lawrenceburg and came up with
Oh,
some
cool.
Sunday. Right? Sorry, I don't know what I said. Sunday, and I went to a lady's house that he knew that had some Fenton, and I bought some from her, and I sold several pieces of that last night, but I still got a few pieces of it left that I could go with tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've been listening to books on tape, so or whatever. So it's not been nearly as boring as usual. So
What'd you listen to? Harry Potter?
no, I mean it's whatever, I found an app and they have books on there, so I just, found a couple that had a whole bunch of chapters that were available and just, okay, well, this is
Why
good
not?
enough for now.
I hear you. Hey, there's Jeremy.
So, hey, Jeremy.
Uh, dang it, Jennifer. No, I do not have any more bunnies. I have not bought a bunny, and I don't know when. I hadn't seen a bunny for sale,
Yeah.
and but I am constantly like, if I find critters, y'all will know it. I promise you.
Oh, I did find a couple critters at an antique store on the way down here. But I think I got a bear and 2 cats.
I tell you what,
So
am
it was
bare.
the only Fenton I found was at an antique shop. So
I am bare at poor. Uh,
yeah.
that's
There
about.
were, I mean, there was one more that was a good one, but it had a chip on its foot. So I was like, nope, can't take that one. And then they had a lab that was pretty much full blown retail. So that one got left behind as well. So, but I apologize that, all the things that you can't control all just snowballed for me today too. So you like bears.
That's all right. You're on it.
Real?
But I told him, I said, I've got a video. If I can just get it to upload,
Yeah.
that
I need to edit the next one. I got the cruise one up.
I did. I saw it. It looked so good. It made me ready to go again.
I know it was like, wow. It
No,
seems like yesterday.
oh my gosh, my wife.
We're looking at
Oh, Royal Caribbean.
Oh, she wants to go on a different cruise?
Florida to Spain and then Spain back.
Uh-huh.
$1 a person.
Holy cow. What do you think
Yeah.
about it, Becky? You want to leave for a month and be gone?
I mean, yeah. Once I got that second wheel replaced before I left, everything's been fine and dandy on the van.
I hear you. Caden said
So,
that Mama was looking at cruises today, and Royal Caribbean, you can sail from Florida to Spain and back for $3,000 a person.
wow.
2 separate cruises, but
How long does that take?
uh,
Nuts and the second one's 16 nuts.
13 and 6.
Sorry.
That was kind of funny. Sorry. It was like, oh, you were so excited about
Well, the phone started buzzing, and then it started jumping off my makeshift stand here at me.
Funny.
And now Jennifer's comment has been. Let's see if we can get it to stay again.
But
Woo!
girl,
Close enough.
there you go.
I'd have better audio if I just went and sat in my car, except for it's still almost 97 degrees out there.
Yeah, and gas is $4 a gallon.
Right? So it'll be I'll top it off here, but
That's funny, Kathy. Good one.
well,
Hey, Jeremy, Caden was like, hey, did you see Michael's post about if anybody had any Burmese lamb? I went and commented on it and said, no, because you have them all.
I have 2 Burmese lamps.
Oh yeah, you do, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, you got killers.
Yeah, I got 2 Louis Pipers. So
I'm telling you. Well, do you want to party any tonight? We don't have to if you don't want to. If you're ready to go to bed.
well, I mean, I just think it just seems like it's all against me tonight. So in terms of I would have to haul in multiple boxes and unload it and unwrap it. And I don't have a stand, so everybody's going to be falling all over the place every time it moves.
Well, I'm just saying, like, do you want to go to bed, or do you want me to sail, or do you want to what?
Oh, I'm not tired. No, it's fine.
Okay.
That's not the problem. But
if you want to
oh
comment,
yeah, Kristen has a Burmese lamp base.
yeah,
That's coming your way.
I done told that poor lady that I found her one. And I was like, man, what a miracle on 34th Street that was.
What did you do, Kathy? That doesn't sound good.
Clavicle. Where? That's yeah, collarbone. Child.
That doesn't sound good at all.
Yeah.
I've like tried to jam everything I possibly can in here to wedge this up here so it won't fall off again, but hard to do that when you're holding it.
Off the lawnmower. Whoa.
Oh no.
Oh, have mercy.
Oh, I hope you're okay, Kathy. What did Mom say? Yeah, you could sell if you got stuff you want to put up. Joe, that's why I was putting you big.
I got some stuff that everybody's been like, oh, Steven, find some stuff. And so I found some stuff. How about, I don't want to, Gwen, hand me the Ellie Smith piece. I will show her. So I'm going to do a review of what I did last night for some of the people that are only exclusively on and not mine as well. And the pelican thing and the puppy dog. Or no, the cat. What? Yeah. That and then whatever is painted. Oh no, that's a bird. Never mind. Oh yeah, let me show those people the bird. Were you watching last night, Becky, when I was showing people my bird?
I'm gonna try and connect my headphones to the phone and see if that'll work any better. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna make you big again so you can.
Oh, I got a honeysuckle lamp too. Woo, girl. I'm glad that's all it was. Show you the bird. All right. So this is the bird that I was educating everybody about last night. I know, right? So, I got this Sunday, and it was from a home, and it was in her kitchen or living room, something. It was dusty. So I brought it in the house to wash it. I filled up my sink with warm, soapy water, Dawn dish detergent, uh, and used a sponge. And as you can see, this Fenton factory paint scraped off right in the middle of my flipping flower. So, there's a lot of talk about um, low fire paint versus high fire paint, oven baked versus kiln fired. This was done at the Fenton factory, and because it was done on glossy, that sort of silliness happens. So when you're doing taking care of your own Fenton, if it is on glossy glass like this versus satin glass, smooth, textured, it can come off. And I mean, and honestly, if I took my fingernail, I could probably just keep working that paint right off. If you watched myself from last night, I did. I took more of it off with my fingernail, and that's all it took. So when you're washing your Fenton glass, please be careful. I'm going to keep this as a testimony to what can happen when you're washing your glass. It's no fault of Fenton. It's no fault of anybody really. It just sometimes it doesn't take as well. And you can see the petals are fine. Everything else is fine. It was just that middle section that started flaking, and when it went, it just kept going. So that's what to that birdie. Yep, lovely low fire. I mean, it works great on satin. And that is something that Cindy and I talk about in my interview video. She covers the differences why the Fenton went to low fire paint. It's a fantastic interview. I can't wait for y'all to see it. She has so many questions. All right. Now that I've got that done.
Well, that's a bummer.
Yeah, it was. I've got this massive Ellie Smith Amberina compote. It is, I think I said 10 inches tall last night, I think. Yep, 10 inches tall and 6 inches wide. Yep. And I think I said I would start this at $50 last night.
Is that
Chris,
their orange then, or is it? I know it goes Amberina, but do you think it's an orange to start with or a ruby?
well, that's a great question. I was trying to say, man, if this was Fenton, it'd be a second big time. It's got bubbles, and then it's got this yellow thing, right? You see that?
Oh yeah.
Right there in that rib, there's a piece of I don't know what. It's yellow though. In the glass. Does it glow? I don't know, Jeremy.
It should.
Bet you it does. It do. Oh yeah, it do.
Yeah. So I tell you what, I didn't see much glass at all. Like I
Really?
said, other than them being at the antique store. So it's not ruby. Yeah, it's probably an orange.
Yeah, this is yeah, it's very orange. But it gets ruby right up in here. But I mean, this Joker's huge. I mean, you say it's as big as my head. And I got
really big then.
yeah, exactly. I mean, if you wanted to take the lid off, this is like a margarita bowl.
Super Sunday.
That's it, yeah. For sure. But it's gorgeous. All right, I don't see anybody interested in it. I'll keep on. Let's see. There's two more things I was going to show y'all from last night. This was a really cool huh? No, not if Kristen's moderating. Well, yeah, you've got to watch because Kristen's not going to email me and say, here's what you sold and here's food too. Sorry. Dealing with my secretary. This is a really cool duck soap dish.
That's
Uh,
neat.
I happened to be on the phone with John Walk, and I was like, John, who did the duck soap dish before Fenton did it in black? I knew they did it in black, but I wasn't sure who would have done it in crystal. He's like, well, it's
Really?
either Release or Fenton, and I was like, oh, good. So I'm good either way. And then I flipped it over and I saw the little logo right there in the bottom.
I
So
would never have guessed that. I wouldn't even have given it a second glance.
that's why, I mean, just I'm not chastising, I'm just saying plugging the books.
I know. Yep.
I studied the Donuts books made for other companies, and I think they did black for the gift shop or somebody like that. And it was one of those oddity things that I like. Oh, I like ducks. So
Right.
I would start this at $40.
That's cool. Does
It's
that glow? No, that doesn't glow. It's not an old clear.
Look at there, sister.
Oh, yes, it does.
Yes, it does. I don't even think about crystal. It shouldn't glow, but there it is.
Exactly. Per,
It
as someone I know says, exactly.
exactly. So yeah, it does glow. I don't know that I've seen Carol on tonight, but it does glow, which is cool. And so this is just not a piece you see very often. I would say they probably did this in crystal, crystal satin, and black. I've not
I've
seen it.
never seen it. I've
I,
never seen it as being a Fenton piece, so then it didn't register if I have seen it.
yeah. I picked it up and I picked a couple of ruble pieces up in Lawrenceburg. I mean, stuff that, unless you just knew it was Fenton. Um, which I mean,
Yep.
those things that who wants it, I don't know, but I bought it anyway. Uh, the ruble pieces,
Because it's different.
right. Yeah, that's what I try to get. It's the different stuff. I mean, y'all can go anywhere and find hobnail. I'm trying to find you
Yeah.
the hard to find.
Hobnail, milk glass. Yeah. Jennifer's asking if you got any moon and stars coming out.
I do not have any tonight. Jennifer, you need to talk to Tim Barham. If he's watching tonight, he's at wow. Whew. Yeah,
Is it rubbing off on you?
you heard that too. Back in Time Antiques in Henderson, Tennessee. He just bought an over 1,000-piece collection of moon and stars. The majority of it was water pitcher sets. He bought a gorgeous, gorgeous stuff. I got this little brass froggy. It is as somebody told me last night, it was a hide key for her at her house.
Oh yeah.
Whether that's what it's still for or not.
That's cute.
I would do $10 on him. He's pretty stinking cute. He's brass. He's 3 inches long and 3 inches across. So I'd started at $10 for my little brass froggo. Yeah, Jennifer. He's on Facebook. Back in Time Antiques. Go follow his page because he gets more Fenton. And last night he picked up Becky. He picked up he went to go buy Aladdin lamps, and he said, and I bought everything but the Aladdin lamps. But the lady had 2 of the Fenton Aladdin lamps, the Burmese one with roses and the topaz with the cobalt crest. And he bought them.
Wow.
And I was like, he called me. He's like, do you think this is a bad number? And I said, well, if you don't want them, I do. Let me put it to you that way. So, he hooked up. He got hooked up last night. But all right, don't
That's
see any.
great. I wish, I mean, for all the miles that I've covered, I wish there was more to look at and see, and but you know, it's not popping up where I've been, unfortunately. So, or where I've been looking.
Yeah, is it just because
There's
you're
enough people over here, though. I tell you what,
a little bit, but
I
not
should look that up. How many people there are in this area? I bet you I bet you it's as big as Denver.
yeah. All right, I have got this Roses on Custard fairy lamp. It is painted by K Boley, Boley. And of course it's custard, so it glows big time. And I would start it at $30. It is Fenton marked on the bottom here in big Fenton letters. Don't know if you can see it because of my shadow. But
Those fairy lamps used to be they used to be super duper popular.
I was about
Still
to say,
popular, but not as much as they used to be.
they chilled out now. What are we moving on
Yeah,
to?
they've chilled out a little bit.
I know it. Now that I can find them.
Right?
That's how that goes. What's everybody looking for now on the YouTube channels?
I mean, mushrooms and the pixie gnome stuff is still pretty popular. I think there's a group of people that really likes the bakelite and specifically the jewelry in the bakelite.
And I can't.
A lot of, I mean, the Blinko, the Empoli,
Still modern.
and what's the other Italian one? Those are all still pretty popular.
Okay.
Of course, Fenton.
Gotcha, Jennifer.
Fenton as well, but oh, you got Jennifer in.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
paperweights. Uh-huh.
it does glow. I don't know if Glowy's here tonight or not.
Oh, Jason's in as well.
He wants to play ball.
There you go.
How does that work at your house, Kristen? Jason, bet on that. Or is it more like nudge?
She's not on video on the audio, so I'm sure there could be. Who knows? I know Jason. I won't give anybody's cards away, but you know, as you watch people and what they buy, you kind of know what their likes are.
I hear you, Jennifer.
Oh, I found a pewter piece today. That
Ceramic.
is from Norway, though, at the thrift store. So that was cool.
Oh, wow.
Oh, a ceramic mushroom. Cool.
I love it. I love it. Jennifer's at 32. Jason, you want to be 33 or higher? Let's see. What was that Blinko thing? Christian, how do you feel about Blinko churning out a new piece of glass it seems like one piece a week. I just don't know how in the world they can possibly sustain that. Seems like every time I turn around, they have got
It's not that often, is it?
it sure feels like it. I mean, if it's not once a week, it's once every 2 weeks. I just really don't know how in the world they could possibly sustain that, but I mean, they are churning it out. All right, go ahead and count it down. I don't see Miss Jennifer wanting to be 33. Oh, I'm sorry. I was waiting on Jason. My bad. All
He's
right,
out.
we'll go ahead and give it to Miss Jennifer. Thank you. All right, let's see. What else did I get? This is a cute little piece.
My goodness.
Kristen went ahead and counted her down anyway. That's all right. That's wonderful. Thank you. All right. I've got this custard melon vase is it's 5.5 inches tall. It's got the daisies with the frit on it. Have you ever seen this pattern, Becky?
Yay. I can finally hear you a little better.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
So then I ask again, have you ever
Is there a
seen?
little bumblebee too?
No, it's
Oh,
and the
that's the other flower at the top. Okay.
pink daisy, and that's all that's on there is that one little video strand. I think somebody was playing because literally all they put is DA on the bottom. And so I don't know, this may have been
Huh.
like a lunchbox piece or a we were playing piece.
Well, maybe you need to talk to the museum people about that one.
Oh yeah, maybe so. But it is almost 6 inches tall, and I'd start it at 25. And it is custard and woohoo, big glows. Big glows.
Oh yeah.
I know
I
it.
think, like Mom's saying, is July. I think is when they do their big thing at Blinko for
Yeah.
whenever they do their anniversary stuff or
Actually, I
their
think
big shows.
is it August? Because it feels like because I'm coming home from convention and Ron's making the pilgrimage up and he's hitting the 127
It
sale.
might be.
I think it's the weekend after. Hi, Sandy.
Right. We
Hi.
did that one year. Mom and I did. I think it was in 19. We did the sale after convention. And yeah, hi Sandy.
See, I just thought, yeah, and see with Kathy saying they have ads running all the time, maybe
I'm on my way home, Sandy.
that's why it feels like they're churning it out so fast. But yeah, I think you want me to tell you my professionally uneducated opinion is they're probably doing what Fenton's doing right now, which is we've got this piece and we're taking pre-orders. And then they only make how many ever was made or whatever, and that's why it's taken 3 months because that's
Yeah.
Fenton. I mean, if I order an alley cat today, it may be I've waited up to almost 4 months, 4 or 5 months to get it. Just because they're churning out, they're trying to churn out a piece or two,
Wow.
week and a half, 2 weeks, seems like.
Well, maybe they're just trying to get a whole bunch of new things ready for the in-person stuff.
Oh boy. Well, hey, Kristen, if you buy it and I can pick it up when I go to convention, I'll be glad to do that, and I'll give it to Becky in September. See her at Gala. I'll be glad to do that because I love going to Blinko because I mean, I don't collect it, and I'll buy a piece every once in a while when I go, but it is something to behold as far as
Do the switcheroo with the lamp.
yeah, the switcheroo. That was my change from buying your drugs. So if you'll
Yeah,
put,
that Blinko
I think
sales floor is really neat to see all those, especially in the summertime.
I think we can go ahead and count Jennifer down. I'm pretty sure she got this. So, um, yeah, I know. I agree, but they can.
Well,
I
they
mean,
should be gearing up for pumpkins again too. I would think coming up.
that's what I'm saying. I just really feel like they're overextending themselves, like you said. All right, let's see what else I got. So, I got this. Oh, what does that say underneath there? I get Bratton each. I'm gonna say sent to protect you and show you the way your guardian angel brightens each. I want to say it says day. Um, it is a cutie. I've got this beautiful
Ooh, that's a pretty one.
cobalt blue eared carnival angel with an amethyst stone. And I'm using my powers of assumption and saying that it says sent to protect you and show you the way your guardian angels brightens each. I'm going to say day. But but it's behind the Fenton sticker. So that's a really cute piece. We're going to start it at 25. But it's, so the little guardian angels are 3.5 inches tall and 3 inches wide. It's a pretty little angel. Wow, we got 31 people watching us, Beck.
The majority of those I just see in the crystal.
Yeah. I've seen very few
Woohoo!
in other colors. I mean, I know I've seen them. Hi, Steel Whisperer. Thank you. Wow, I can't read. That just says Steel Whisper.
Hope Steel's in, yeah.
How are
Yes,
you?
it does.
Also, if y'all buy from me tonight and I don't have your information, if Becky has it, she usually helps me out by sending me the info. But if y'all want to send me a email to this email on the screen there, that helps me out. I try to keep a database of everybody that buys from me. That way it keeps it simple for me. Yes, the willow green, and it's hand painted. Yes, that one was for QVC, Pamela. Yeah,
There's a pink one too.
my favorite Fenton,
There's a pink one that's iridized too, I think.
I bet. My favorite Fenton angel though is the Nativity angel. That's the prettiest one to me. Oh, yep, they did do it in topaz as well.
Topaz.
Let's just start a book. We just need to take pictures and be like, this is how many of this was, as the collective has determined, there's this many. All right, I don't see anybody else, so let's go ahead and sell it to Steel Whisper. Thank you. Look at you, Kristen. Thank you for all that.
Yeah, I realized that I hadn't done my video yet from Cambridge, because that's one of the things that they did is go through
What?
and
Cambridge? What Cambridge? What are you talking about?
show all the different things that they made in all the different colors.
Cambridge, Ohio. When'd you go there?
The Cambridge Museum?
Yeah, when'd you go there?
On the way down to the show at Marietta with Garrett.
Oh, well, funsies. All right, here's something that I just do not see, like, for reals very often at all. This is the berries and clown. I should have said warning, clowns, but
those clowns, I tell you what.
These are hard to find for me. I don't know about you. Do you ever find them? The shelf-sitting clown?
They are, but they're not super duper popular in my opinion.
But this one being the berries and blossoms one, somebody that collects berries and blossoms probably needs this. I'm gonna start it at $60 because I don't see them.
Go with the set.
I don't see it, and I don't see it at any price. But the ones I normally see are the ones from the 70s that are painted like clowns, and the ones like blue, yellow, and red.
Yeah, Mom, I don't remember which one Grandma had. She had one of them.
But I mean, this one goes with the berry and blossom set, and that's a really good set. And this one's painted by L. George, with
a sitting clown,
a name I'm not familiar with. This little dude is 4 inches.
Painted that?
Do what? 3 inches wide. What'd you say? Did you say something and I couldn't hear you? Oh, Maryland, yeah. But
Me?
these are hard to find. I don't
I'm on
see.
a delay because I put my headphones on, so it's kind of a bummer.
I'll pass on him then. About a.
Well, they had that other 3 sets of like the different like clown heads or shoulders on up that were like 3 different styles too.
Yeah, there was 4 of those. All right, I'm gonna
4?
do
Wow.
Violets in the Snow Nut Dish, painted by DC Hill. It is 6 inches wide and about 6 inches across, 2 inches tall. I'd start this piece out at $10. It's got the little violets in the snow on it. Just a little nut dish. This is how big it is.
Bonbon.
Yeah, the bonbon.
I saw a whole stack of those at an estate sale before I left the Springs.
Did you really?
They had like 7 of them stacked up, just the Silvercrest ones.
Oh, okay. How much were they? Did you get them?
More than was necessary for bringing them anywhere.
Okay, I was just curious. That's right. Sometimes you feel like a nut, and sometimes you do not.
That's very good.
That's extraordinary accurate. Oh, yeah. Finding anything with Maryland's name on it now is a real good thing. Real good thing. All right, don't see anybody interested in that. How about a French opalescent? I guess it's a 4-inch bowl.
The strawberries. I think almost all my strawberries went.
4-inch bowl. This one is painted by N. Kuhns, Kuhne. I don't know how you pronounce that. But it's got 2 strawberries on this side and 1 strawberry on this side, and this is the basket weave 4-inch.
Oh,
yeah. Let's start this at 25. Let's give a deal to that. I'd probably regularly put about $40 on it, but I'll do 25 tonight.
It's a pretty set when it goes with the other ones that coordinate with it.
Oh yeah, so they did this on the kitty cats. They did it on cats. They did it on ducks. They did it on what else? Baskets. Oh, you got the basket that matches it. Cool, Pamela.
And a bell.
Yep, and a bell. Yeah, they're really, and I'm sure there's other critters too. Oh, the bird. But I don't know what else.
No, maybe, yeah.
Right. Yeah. I don't listen. And the lady I bought this from was keeping a piece of it. But when's the last time y'all saw a piece of cardinal in the snow? When I first started doing this 11 or 12 years ago, now I guess, ooh, God, I hurt my own feelings. 20 years ago, probably nearly now. There was a guy that would come to a local auction. I know he had at least 1 or 2 pieces every auction he came from Ohio. And now I haven't seen a piece. That was the first piece I'd seen in I don't know how many years. But you just don't see cardinals in the snow. And this is another one of those that you just don't, I don't know. I just don't see it out and about. Maybe I'm not looking for it, but All right, go ahead and count us down. Thank you, Miss Kristen.
I don't know if I've seen it in a long time.
It is 11 o'clock my time, Jennifer. This is exactly an hour later than I'm normally up on doing sales. But hey, when I'm selling though, I get wired up and I'm ready to
10
go.
here.
Thank you, Pamela. You got it, babe.
Sorry, Stephen.
What is it? Oh, no, baby, you're fine. You are fine. All right, let me see. Kind of along the mid-century modern. I've got this rose bud vase. It is the rose pattern. It is 9.5 inches tall. And I don't even think that's Dusty Rose. I think that's what they call that Empress Rose. It's a little bit darker than Dusty Rose. But it is plain. I'd start it at $20. Just a pretty little bud vase. Oh, cool, Jennifer. What kind of jewelry do you sell? Something like paparazzi or something like that? Not to insult. That was just the first thing that popped in my head. I was at a yard sale. This woman was selling paparazzi for $3 a piece. She's like, normally we sell it for $5. And I was like, yeah, you getting out of this business. But you can see the roses there. It's a pretty little bud vase. I like this color pink. I really don't know what color it is. I assume it isn't Dusty Rose. Yes, paparazzi. Okay, cool.
I
Someday,
think I drove past at least 3 different businesses that were startups out of the Salt Lake City area that are now gone nationwide.
it is considered a stretch vase, Pamela. Because they have to stretch it. They swing it to get it to stretch like this. So it would look good if you've got some swung vases.
Just not by much, yeah.
Well, Gwen was walking out the door tonight. She said, "Look what I found you." Huh?
You say me or not, but I wave.
Oh, Caden was waving at you in case y'all couldn't see it. Gwen found me some marbles to sell tonight. I got 15 in a bag. And we'll do first want $5 a bag.
Did that say it?
I've got no, it didn't. I've got blue, yellow, white,
How
black.
many bags you got?
Oh, I can make several bags, but I got 5 right here handy. But $5 a bag for 15 marbles. Some of them glow, but majority of them don't. So, well, I don't know. Now that I got a black light on them, they are.
Mine does.
If it's yellow or orange in this bag, it's got a glow to it. So I've got some with yellow and orange. Hey, if you get a if you want to know, I can make some bags that are like yellow and orange and white, and then make it look like candy corn. That'd be a pretty cute display. But in case you've lost marble,
I have one of those mason jar lamps that for years I just kept throwing all the random marbles in.
oh yeah, yeah, you will have some in your box, Pamela, because I know. I told Pamela today. I said I'm going to be down in your neck of the woods in a week and a half, something like that. So we're going to meet up and make a big trade. I'm giving her glass. She's giving me brownies. All right, Steel, got you, darling. Let's see. You got a preference as to what colors you would like more of? I've got one. I tried to put at least 2 of every color in every bag.
Pick her a good one.
So there's that one's right. That one's got 2 of everything in there. 2 blue, 2 green, 2 red, 2 yellow, 2 white, 2 black. Maybe one one bag or one black. I mean, there's cat eyes in there. Y'all just let me know if y'all want one. Well,
One
we'll
eye, one horn, flying purple people eater.
need a glowy one. Let me make sure that there's one in there that glows, Gwen. I think so, because there's well, I'll make sure you get one. Because they were.
I gotta get my marbles back out again.
Yeah, that one right there. Those yellow ones glow, and that, yeah, those all glow. Alrighty. All right, let's see what else I've got. I got this boot for QVC. It is a blue opalescent. It is signed by Frank M. Fenton, and it was painted by C.A. Hall. This one was done for the QVC set. So my grandmother got this set. It was, you ordered one a month and you got a set of 12 different shoes. I would do this shoe at $20. And it's a beautiful, kind of like the Candace is doing, like the Skittles on Facebook. If y'all are on Facebook and see
I saw
those.
mine in Springfield.
Did you? I bet you sold it for $75, and here I am starting it at 20. It's marked Fenton right there on the bottom, and it does have Frank M. Fenton's signature on the bottom. Got you at 20, Pamela. Got you at 22, Steel.
Excuse me.
These are vintage. Glenn, how long you had the marbles at your house?
Probably 20 years.
Glenn's saying at least 20 years. She bought, what'd you do? Get them in a box lot or something? At one of Flippo's sales or what?
Diane brought them out of her classroom.
Okay. Okay. So her her sister was a teacher, and she'd had them in hers for who knows how long. All right. Thank you. Y'all count her down for me, Miss Kristen. Thank y'all.
I need to come see Miss Gwen's collection.
Yes, you can still buy marbles. But these are, they got some age on them anyway. All right. Thank you, Miss Steele. I appreciate you. All right. While I'm on the same line of shoe here, I got this opal satin. It is painted by L. Everlyn. Yeah. It is the roses. I think, is this the one that was done for Cracker Barrel? Seems like I remember vaguely.
Question.
Maybe. I don't remember. I would start this one at 15. This one's a little
I don't know.
not as great.
That was before it was on my radar.
How can you tell if marbles are vintage? So the way that I can tell is most new marbles are all cat eyes.
And there's some irregularity in the size.
Irregular in size. Kind of like pearls. Mostly it's just where I get them from. I just take them at their word that they're vintage. because I mean, like Becky's gone to the marble factory outside of Kansas City. They've got a different look to them. I can't explain it. It's just kind of like dealing with new Fenton and old Fenton. They just have a different look. Would you agree with that, Becky?
Well, some of the marbles at the marble place are from old stock too.
Oh yeah,
So, I mean, yeah, the majority of them, but they have cat eyes there too. But
I hear you.
it's there is like 3 or 4 sizes. They're measured much more specifically and much more uniform. That is correct.
Yeah. All right, I got something that I probably should hold till Christmas, but I'm going to go ahead and throw it up anyway. I've got a ruby hobnail tidbit, and it is old
That's
ruby.
pretty.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. It is single-handled. It is 8 inches across and 6 inches tall. I'm gonna start this out at, wow, it's even pre-logo. It's not logoed. I'm gonna start this at 25.
Ooh.
Don't look at me like I've lost my mind. Sometimes I have.
Mayor Becky.
Wow.
Becky.
Just not your marbles.
Right. I haven't lost my marbles. I just lost my mind. But yeah, this is a good one. This is gorgeous.
Speaking of, that'd be a great dish to display something like that in too.
What, marble?
Or those candy, the glass candies.
Yeah. I do got deals tonight, Jennifer. I try to have deals pretty often. I try to buy stuff right where I can offer it to people at a good deal. And but some people don't think about Christmas early, and that's all
Yep.
right.
They say it's where we buy it.
Do what?
I'm not thinking about Christmas with all the 100-degree temperatures, I have to tell you.
All right, let me do this gorgeous piece of, I think this is pink chiffon. Opalescent. It's painted by T.G. Mendenhall. And it's got beautiful flowers painted all the way around it. It's got a stretch finish. And is opalescent. So it is
It's pretty.
right at 6 inches tall and 5.5.
Yes, Kathy, I found a lot of Halloween stuff today.
Did you? Lucky duck. All right, this is going to be a start of $40. This one's gorgeous. I really like this piece. If it was a little bit bigger and maybe on a different shape, it'd probably have to come home with me.
Pam was on it before Kristen got it typed in there.
I'm telling you. Pamela's like, get out of my way, people. I'm telling you, Cracker Barrel's already got Halloween. Yeah, everybody, listen.
I can't believe it. 4th of July is just a week away.
The best time I sold anything Halloween was August. Because you would think, well, people shouldn't want it till October, but no, they're planning ahead. Oh, Jennifer beat her in there at 41. Go ahead.
Jennifer jumping in there.
You just about started missing the boat. Look at the detail on these purple flowers because they picked up a little green. Look at that. If you can tell, that's nice. They didn't normally do that. I bet this was the $65 piece when it came out new. I bet that's probably about what it retailed at, if I'm having to guess. It is a gorgeous vase. All right, got Pamela at 50. Jennifer, you want to be 51? It is a beautiful stretch vase. So pretty. And Fenton didn't do a whole lot of stretch. It does have a stretch finish on it. I'm not crazy. Yeah, it is. I had to double check. Got Jennifer at 51. Thank you. Pamela's at 55. Jennifer, you want to be 56 or higher?
Popular one.
Yeah. I'm trying to find this painted stuff. Pamela was the one that said, I want some painted stuff. So I'm trying to find some painted stuff for everybody, but man, beating these bushes is hard. I ain't found a big enough stick to rattle enough. I am going to look at a collection of row pottery.
It is.
On Thursday. And she said, well, I got some Fenton too, but I'm like, your row pottery to me looks better than your Fenton does right now. So I'm probably going to buy some row pottery. Oh, thank you, Pamela. Jennifer, do you want to be 61 or higher? You haven't seen a QVC piece I don't like. I haven't either, Kathy. That, I'm telling you, watch my video when it comes out, when I'm talking about with CC, because my confession is, I think Fenton made its best stuff for QVC. If you get a QVC book and flip through, they put crest on stuff.
Well, they made it.
I mean, it was gorgeous. Jennifer, would you like to be 61 or higher?
It was so great for showing it on the TV, all those different carnival finishes and everything.
Oh man. And there's a lady that's got those DVDs selling them. All right, Jennifer. We'll go ahead and sell it to Pamela. Thank y'all for bidding.
Oh, wow.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. What time is it? 11:30? You about ready to call it a night, or you want me to keep going?
It's
Still,
yeah.
my grandmother was a QVC nut, and I was like, Grandmother, why didn't you order more of
That's
that?
up to you. I'm pretty good. Like I said, it's been a challenging evening, so.
You want to go 30 more minutes? I mean, I got a little bit more stuff. Let's see. I'll go with, I only have the one. It's the Praying Girl in Rosaline. It is painted by, boy, howdy. Painted B or D, and then I can't make out that last part, but it looks like it's got an F, a second mark on there because they've got that F on. But that doesn't mean, oh, that's the other thing we cover in my video is seconds. So I can't wait for y'all to watch. I mean, that video is going to be super informative for y'all because it was informative for me. I would start this little girl at 25. She is let's say 4 inches tall and 3 inches wide. Super pretty little girl. She's praying. Got her eyes closed, kneeling. This one makes a gift for the granddaughter. Let them know you're thinking about them. Daughter, granddaughter.
You gotta hold it up there closer and hold it still. Quit
And put,
wiggling her around.
so she's got little flowers, just little daisy flowers painted on her pajamas. Is that better? Yes, it is painted, Pamela. It's got little white daisies painted on her pajamas. Sorry, y'all. Let me see. Gwen, give me a piece of paper or
The
something.
little purple edges around the outfit.
Here, we'll try this. And I can't see, so am I helping
Put
or
it
not?
way close to the camera and hold it still. Now go down. Yeah, close. There you go. We can see the eyelashes even.
Boy, on low. I didn't run my charger over here, so I may have to. All right, I don't see anybody interested in her. Let me get some juice, and I'll be right back.
Well, he's been sporting all of his Disney shirts. Yesterday he had on his Benton Family Cruise shirt. Today he's got on Maleficent. Just got all the Disney going on these couple days. So, well, guys, thanks for hanging in there tonight and kind of rolling with the punches. Glad that Stephen was able to show us some fun glass tonight. He's had some pretty good deals as well. So, yeah, he did. Him and Caden, his wife. He does love Disney. That he does. I've been sending him some.
Have you heard that about me?
Oh, just a little bit. Some of those posts. Did you see that post I sent you about somebody putting displaying their pins on lampshades?
Yes, Caden. I showed that to Caden, and we were like, if we had that kind of cloth lampshade, that's exactly what we do with some of ours.
Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah, it was fun. Thanks for watching it, Steele.
as promised, I had to promise last night that I was going to do some research. This is green pastel milk glass. I had to go home and come to think of it, like I was walking past in my hallway, and I have the broken turquoise basket. I kept it, and I was like, "Oh, that is turquoise. What I have at the shop is for sure green."
Yeah.
So, this is pastel green. It was made for 1 year, 1954 to 1955. Pretty sure. It does have a small chipped hob on one hob. Maybe a little chip on two hobs, but nothing super serious. I would start this at $45 because these are so hard to find, made for 1 year. If anybody's interested in it, I don't know if you can tell.
It's a pretty color.
It's a gorgeous green. I mean, it's a Caden called it sea mist last night, I think wasn't that what you called that? Like a sea mist green?
It's coming across really minty and or almost like a pale jade.
Yeah, it is. That's exactly what it kind of looks like. It's very minty for sure.
I don't think I've seen it in person in that shape before.
Yeah. No, I asked John and he's like, well, no, man, it's made for 1 year. I mean, you just don't He said they went nuts on it a couple of years ago, and I said, yeah, I vaguely remember that.
Right.
Hey!
The pastels went crazy for a little while.
Yeah.
So,
Hi, Miss Patsy. How are you? Haven't
hey,
seen.
Patsy.
I probably hadn't been up late enough for Miss Patsy to come around because I'm usually done by 10:30 or so. That
Yeah,
might be.
because they have the turquoise and the blue and the green, and you almost can't tell them apart sometimes until you have them next to each other.
Exactly what I had to do too, because and then there's the blue pastel and then there was one that got overcooked so it turned dark,
Right.
and that's what I was explaining to him last night. Sometimes I can remember good and sometimes I can't. But
And then didn't they do a blue pastel or a blue opalescent later on too? I guess it was more opalescent than opaque.
yeah, there's yeah, sometimes it's just hard, flat out hard to tell.
Wouldn't it be interesting to try and get one of every color blue like next to each other, just to see all the different blues?
Yeah. Hey, more impressive would be the greens and the pinks where they
The
had it.
pinks. Yeah.
Pinks would be, gosh, what a undertaking, but that would make a magnificent display table.
Hey, maybe we should suggest that to somebody we know who's putting together a museum.
Uh, hmm, that would be something to behold.
Yeah, to just see all the different colors.
Yeah, but yeah, this is the pastel milk glass that they did in the 50s, just in case anybody's just now joining or,
Yeah, the opaques.
yep, very opaque.
I know there's some people that just collect that shape and try and get every single color they can in that shape.
Yep. Ramonica has every one of them but two known in existence, I think she said.
Mm-hmm.
It may not be this shape. It may be the next shape up.
No, the
But
bigger one, yeah.
I can't remember.
Yeah, she likes those opaques as well, doesn't she?
I'm telling you, yeah. Well, yeah, but it's just that shape. That's all she wants. She don't care what.
Right. Now there's the smaller one too. I like the mini one. It's a
Yeah,
really cute one.
yeah. That's what everybody was on because you could cram 40 of those the jokers in your china cabinet and never check up.
Yep. Yep. Is
We
this
go.
gonna be the piece to the whatever that word is?
Oh
The
wow.
resistance for the evening?
Jennifer's at 56. Miss Patsy, do you want to be 57 or higher? I'll be. This is the first. I think this is probably the first piece of green milk glass pastel that I've owned. I've had the turquoise and I've had the pink.
I think I had some in the creamer and sugar hobnails. Because
No,
everybody kept taking them and comparing them to the other ones somewhere else over in Springfield to see which color was which.
Oh, okay.
Patsy is out. Thank you, Jennifer and Patsy. Thank you both. I appreciate you.
It's a fun piece.
Jennifer, you are going to be thrilled with this piece. I promise you.
So then I'll say mine.
Yeah, okay. Caden said if it didn't sell tonight, it was going home with us. I was like, oh boy. Start. All right. And as promised, I've asked all the big brains that I know. And I've called in every favor. I've called everybody short of Ann Blackmore. And she may be my person to call tomorrow. So this is still not for sale yet, but I was going to give you the update. The consensus is that it is absolutely Fenton Lotus Mist. Cull it. I mean, the glass is Lotus Mist. The certainty is the shape that it is. So it's like a ribbed and they pulled it up and then it's kind of swirled and ribbed on the foot.
Huh.
There is one exactly like this in Rosaline iridized on eBay, and it is signed by a different name named Dana, D-A-N-A. And this one I still cannot make out. We're wondering if it says Mike.
So it's not Burmese, so it doesn't glow.
It's Lotus Mist, and no, it won't. No, Lotus Mist doesn't glow. So it's the green.
I mean, there's what we got. Gibson that used the cullet, and
I immediately associated this with Gibson, but I sent it to Millie, and Millie sent it to Dean Six. So I've run this all the way up the food chain, and neither one of them could associate.
I mean, could it be going back the other direction because that's some of like the turn of the century glass, the Bohemian stuff, or the Czechoslovakian stuff?
Who would have had Fenton Cullet though? Like that's
There's
what.
not that. It's that Fenton copied that stuff from way because there was Burmese way back then, but I don't know if
I mean, Fenton made the green Burmese, as far as I know. I've never seen a Victorian.
right. I don't know. I mean, this one's just a show and tell one, right?
Yeah, this one's just show and tell till I can figure out, and it's probably not going to be an expensive piece. I'm never that lucky. But this is but there is one exactly like it, Beck, on eBay that is Rosaline iridized, and we know that Rosaline is Fenton's cullet too.
Right.
So
Kristen just lost her internet, so
womp womp.
right.
Yeah, Jennifer, Gibson was my immediate gut reaction.
Right, but they usually at least put their mark on the bottom, pushed it in.
And it's not marked at all, and it does have a hairline crack across it. I mean,
I got you, Kristen. Thank you. I saw your message. He's just doing a show and tell on this last piece.
Just doing a show and tell on this one. Yeah, and this probably needs to be the last piece that I'm just talking about tonight because I'm tired and all of a sudden I have to work with Daddy tomorrow and get up before the.
Yep, I'm there with you. I think we're hitting the wall.
Yep, I'm hitting the wall. But I promised everybody that I would try to find out about this piece tonight, and I just
might have to post it on Instagram too and say, we're trying, or anybody has information on this, let me know. We're trying to identify it or something.
Yeah, I thought about throwing it up in the Fenton identification group and just seeing how much I get chastised. That's not Fenton. Well, no, duh, but it's Fenton Cullet now. Who else used Fenton Cullet besides Gibson? John kind of thought that St. Clair also used.
I don't know.
Fenton, but I don't know.
There's more than just Gibson that pulled and used their cullet, honestly. But you just never know.
Well, all right. Another point that I brought up to John was that so if this was a piece of cullet before they started working it, we've talked to John Fenton, we've talked to Eric, and they both bought Lotus Mist from Gabbert's. And when they went to work with it, they could not get it to blush this pink again.
Correct. That's why I'm wondering if it's somebody else who had tried to figure out a formula for it.
See, I think it was just one more of a piece of cullet that that had the blush on it. Like they must have they might have got it straight from the horse's mouth as it came out of the, we're at the end of the line for good stuff at Gabbert's. They might have got this on the front end. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's true. I mean, there's a lot of stuff though that I heard that they would say, I found this, I want you to make me something like it. So you just never know how old something like that could be.
Right. I don't think it's super old. I mean, maybe 80s, 90s. I don't think it's a today piece. But I just don't know. St. Clair, I guess, could be because they did more.
St. Clair usually has a stamp on the bottom too, but
right. It's just a mystery piece. I may have to take it to convention and take it to Glass ID and see what happens.
Right.
just
Well,
for
shoot
fun.
a picture to Ann. I'm sure she'd answer you.
Yeah, I believe I will. Because if nothing else, it'll intrigue them and they'll have something to talk about.
Right. I mean, it'd be a great piece for Glass ID, especially if you can't figure it out before then.
Right.
So, but
Um,
all right. Well, here, let me see if I can
Yeah.
do this without making a big mess out of everything here. So, here we go. Well, thanks for picking up the pieces this evening, helping out.
Any.
Sorry, it wasn't our normal everything, but
Yeah, but that's all right.
yeah. So hopefully we can have more better next time. And they'll
Yep.
be earlier and we'll be all more prepared and not so far behind. Because it just seemed to snowball on me tonight too. So I don't know. JIPs were from way back, weren't they too?
Do what now?
JIP, Jack and the Pulpit Designs.
Yeah,
Didn't they have some of those way back in the turn of the century?
yeah, the English did them. Victorian. Yeah. Oh yeah. Webb.
Czech?
Yeah, you can find pieces from the 1800s, 1700s that are gyps.
Right. So it's just, yeah, special design. So, yeah, thank you. Thank you, Kristen, for helping out and staying up late. I appreciate it. Thanks, everybody, for hanging in there with us for so late tonight. And Kaden as well for being willing to be back up. And hey, Gwen, have a good night. So,
She says, hey, back.
so, all right, cool. Well, everybody have a great night. And I guess we'll see you next time.
Thank y'all for joining. Y'all have a great night.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.